Well, welcome back to ciLiving. Is today's weather giving you spring fever?
It is indeed. U of I Extension Sandy Mason is here to help us dig into our gardening. Hi, Sandy.
Hi. You know, this is perfect. When it starts getting warm, the first thing I think of is pruning. Okay. Probably not you guys, maybe.
Well, maybe a master gardener, perhaps.
Yes.
But you're going to show us how to masterfully prune.
And I will tell you, as a gardener, when it starts getting warm this time of year, you can almost feel us tremble with anticipation on pruning. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh,
I know. I wish you would come on to me a little bit. I'm ready.
But one thing, when we have to do a lot of pruning, we do a lot of pruning when plants are dormant. So this is a good time to do it. But it's starting to warm up. So I'm going to have you guys sort of figure out, if you were going to take these, this is actually off of an ash tree, and say you wanted to cut it down by half.
Why would you want to do that, though?
Why would I want to? Okay, good question. Excellent question. Maybe it's getting too big for the area. We often do that with shrubs. Or maybe it's getting to the point where maybe this one sort of is hanging down low. Or,
get us in the way while you're mowing.
Mowing. Yeah, there are a lot of times, usually on trees, it's limbing things up or trying to get a better, or sometimes we want a better shape. This one actually doesn't have a particularly good branch angle. I will try to tell you that. When it's 45 degrees or less, it's not a very good branch angle. So it tends to be poorly attached. So sometimes we would remove those because of that. So that would be one thing we'd look at. So sometimes we're just looking to, like, cut things back. So each one of you,
where they are, huh?
Yeah. So what do you think? What would you do with these? If you're just going to cut it back, where would you?
After I got over the branch fight, though, on guard.
Yeah, on guard. You have to do that.
Okay.
So
I'm going to guess right there.
So you're gonna, you might go ahead and do that because I said that was a poor branch angle.
I'm just taking your notes.
Yeah, it is. But I would probably go ahead and cut that off simply because it is a poor branch angle. So we're doing it because of a poor branch angle. So sometimes you're actually removing quite a bit.
Oh my word! I'm a weenie.
You've got
it. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, now this is not for the faint of heart, I'm telling you. But you did a couple things very well. We got rid of that. But the one thing you did is with this particular couple. Oh, you're doing well. You're doing well. Stick with me. The one thing is because of the way these pruners are, you really want to put the flat surface. Do you see there's kind of a flat surface and then one that kind of sticks out? You want the flat surface where you're actually doing the cutting, and you don't leave a stub that way. So you don't want to leave stubs. Okay. So that's the first thing. So where do you think on that one? What would you like to do?
Hold on, I got the childproof one.
So you got the childproof,
Yeah, okay, so I'm out of the ground, or I'm like this, or like this?
Yeah, maybe you're like this, and you're just going to cut this. What do you think? It's like hanging like that. What do you think?
Well, I'd say like that.
This little one.
You don't like that one?
Well, she's going for big ones. I'm feeling like maybe this one.
Maybe that one. Actually, that might be good because it looks like it's kind of like starting to go down and maybe not good. So yeah, you actually could remove that one.
Okay.
And so you always want to make that flat.
This
you
is
want the flat side next to where you're pruning. Okay. So you're actually going to do it either upside down. Isn't this fun?
Well, it's fun trying to do it for TV too.
You do. I know.
So there we go.
So there you go.
So
you did the right thing by actually flipping the pruners over, and that way you get that flat side, so you're not leaving this stub. The biggest thing is you don't want to do this kind of stuff. Oh, nice job.
Nice one.
You don't want to leave stubs like that. You always want to cut back to another branch, another. So see where it got a little thing coming out. So I actually have a little stub there. So I'd probably been better off doing something like that where it's a little closer. So we don't leave stubs.
What if you cut too much?
If you cut too much, most of the time the plants are going to deal with it. I mean, it really is. That's the nice thing. I know people get really nervous about pruning, but after a while, look at a few books, get some information, and then go for it. It's kind of like riding a bike. You can only read about it for so long, and then you just have to go out and just do it and try it, and you'll fall down once in a while, but you'll be fine.
And there's a couple of reasons that you might prune, right? There's the health of the plant.
It's just what you're talking. Good, especially on trees. We want good branch structure so that when we get ice, when we get snow, all kinds of things, it stays together. It doesn't like fall apart on us. So good structure. We want a nice shape, a nice pleasing shape. So that might be one thing. Sometimes there's suckers, sort of branches coming out from the bottom. We don't like those. They don't really look all that great when it comes to that. And then on shrubs, it'd be something like really making sure that they flower well. So we like new growth so they flower well.
So it's not a health thing, though.
It can be. It could be. You can have a diseased branch, and by controlling it, you actually remove that branch. So that's a good thing too.
So spring's the time to do it, or fall?
For most things, absolutely, spring's time to do it, except for early blooming shrubs. So things like forsythia, lilac, you'd want to wait until after they bloom, then we'd prune them.
Oh, all right.
Good information on gardening.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
didn't cut anyone's fingers.
I know. No one got hurt.
All right, if you'd like more information on gardening, go to ciLiving.tv and we'll have some stuff up on there for you. This is